Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new series I'm starting with a new save file called Gnadenthal. It's a Canadian map that you do have to download as a mod, but it is based off of a Canadian town in Manitoba, and it has a nice square grid map to explore. You can't really see here, but what I really like about it is they have, if you look a little bit north of where I am, they have this road where all of the farmers' houses are, and then there's lots and lots of different fields all around. So where my sim spawned here is, if you were to get the starter farm, that would be your farm. I thought the first thing that I should do is probably go and buy some equipment. So I first took a look at the sales, and this bale wrapper really caught my eye, but I'm really unsure because it does have the consumables with the bale wrapping foil, I guess. So I do keep that in mind, but for now I didn't buy it. To start, we go with the good old trusted John Deere. And yeah, there we go. $45,000 down the hatch. And I came back again because I was really thinking about those discounts. Anyways, so actually at the beginning of this game, I didn't come up with a lot of contracts. So I did end up having, yeah, as you see here, there was only harvesting, so I did end up having to fast forward through time. So let's just fast forward until our first contract starts. So the first thing I actually bought for my tractor was a hoe, and the hoe was quite expensive for a starter item, but I saw there were quite a few hoeing contracts, and this was the equipment that was always recommended to lease. So I thought, why not try something new this time? And if the hoeing contracts kind of dwindle down, I can always just sell that equipment again or keep it for later if I feel like that's what we need to do at the time. I'm actually very happy that I ended up buying this hoe because it ended up being most of our contracts for the day, and it has quite a large working width, so it makes the contracts really easy for something that is very profitable. But as you saw when I put the hoe on, I definitely needed a weight, so I went to buy what was recommended, and at first it said the 12,000 kilogram weight, but I thought that I didn't need that much, so I just ended up getting the 600 weight. I mean, it ended up working, but I'm wondering if maybe I should have gotten the 1200 kilogram weight. So let's head off to our first contract. as you see in the distance, that purple field is where we're heading next, and that's one of the new crop types in this modded map, which is lavender. I've seen many lavender fields around where I am in Ontario, so this is very true to the Canadian pack. But what ended up happening here, as you see, when I lower the hoe, it wouldn't let me weed this field. And I guess I haven't had too much experience with this game, but I had assumed that you could use any weeder for any weeding contract, but the hoe I have on right now is for medium weeds, and this contract wanted a weeder for small weeds. So I did try and do a pass here to see if it would, count towards the weeding contract, but ultimately it did not. So I was in a little bit of a dilemma here because I wasn't sure if I should buy the small weeder and spend more money on that, or if I should just cancel the contract. But I believe I ultimately decided to not cancel the contract because it does cost money to cancel the contract. And I figured I'd need a small weeder eventually anyway. Looking back, I think honestly I might have made a mistake with that. I think I should have just canceled the contract because the small weeder takes so much time to do a tiny field like that, and the next the bigger weeder that can do small weeds is so expensive. But I think that is the weeder that you kind of need for these fields, otherwise it just takes so much time out of your day. So I just headed off to the next field. Luckily that next field is very close, and I figured I might as well just do the 2 hoeing contracts before I go to the shop and buy a small weeder.
Keep on searching. Keep on searching. Keep on searching. Oh, I'll never give up. Keep on searching. Keep on searching. I'll never give up. Stars up above us. I'll never give up. I'll never give up on searching. I'll never give up. I'll never give up with you. To give up with you. I can spend with you.
Now that we're done those 2 hoeing contracts, I had headed up to the shop to drop off my equipment, and for now this is just where I stored my equipment because there wasn't too many other places I could. One of the things that I dislike about this map is that the one equipment shop is at almost the completely northern part of the map, and at least for today all the contracts were in the southern part of the map, so it took quite a lot of time to get there. I did end up buying the small weeder. It's only a few $1,000s, and at that time, I had over $30,000, so I figured why not. And like I said earlier, I do think I regret it, and maybe in the next episode I will sell it if I find that there aren't any small field weeding projects, because what ended up happening is there were weeding contracts, and they were very profitable. They were like $25,000, but these fields that they were on were massive, and I just know with this tiny little weeder it would probably take me an hour or two of in real time in order to finish them. So anyways, we're gonna head back to that lavender field. As you can kind of see in the bottom left corner, it is going from almost the complete northern part of the map to the southern corner of the map, so it does take quite some time, or it feels like it does at least. But yeah, let's go watch that contract. point, it was what I thought was the end of the day. And I say that because I do end up accepting another contract. But in the meantime, I went back to the shop and I repaired all my vehicles. It didn't cost a lot of money. I thought maybe it would cost a little bit more, but I figured we'd kind of upkeep them. And then I took a look at the equipment here and I thought to myself, oh my gosh, I need to buy a pressure washer because it's just so dirty. So we do end up buying a pressure washer, and now that I look back at it, I kind of regret that because you'll see afterwards we actually end up buying a piece of land, and it's almost impossible to ship these things back to the land. Anyways, we won't lose too much money on that because we'll just sell it right away in the next episode and buy one that sits at the land instead of at the shop. Here we are at the last contract. You'll see it's 8 o'clock at night, so I didn't end up recording it because I knew that it was not the best video with it being so dark out. I really wanted to make sure to take this contract because it is August and the summer and I guess September tend to have a little bit more of contracts, and I just really think I need to do as many as possible before the winter and late fall season hits. Anyways, I did end up making about $5,500 there, and we took a look at our finances. We almost spent the entire $100,000 loan that we started with, which is crazy. We only ended up spending $77 on repairs and $72 on gas, but we made $45,000 in contracts, and I thought that was really good. If I think back to the previous series I did, I don't think I made that much on my first day. So maybe this map allows you to make a little bit more profit from those contracts. But before we end this video, I was actually taking a look at the farmhouses, like where we could live, and I remember another YouTuber said that one of them came with a greenhouse, and I was pretty sure it was this one. So it was, and we ended up buying this plot of land because it was only $17,000, and I figured it would be nice to have that greenhouse, and it would also be really nice to have somewhere to sleep and somewhere to store the equipment. What's also really nice about it is that it's pretty much in the middle of the map, so we can head over to most of the map relatively easily instead of storing all of our equipment at the shop in the northern part of the map and then having to travel quite a way. So here we are arriving to our new home. I can't believe in the first episode of the series we were actually able to buy a home and a plot of land. Granted, the plot of land is tiny. You can't really do any farming on here. But like I said, I did end up buying this home because it comes with a little greenhouse, and that can make us some passive income while we're in those fall and winter months and not making too much money off of contracts. And as you see here, it also allows us to kind of drop off our equipment and have a place for it here. It was getting quite late in the game, so I decided that I was just going to drop this equipment off, and then in the next episode I'll go back up to the shop and decide whether or not I want to keep that small weeder or if I want to sell it. And we also have to remember to sell that pressure washer that I never even used this episode, but we'll buy one that can kind of stay at the house. I will end the episode here, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.